Balik tayo sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium para sa PFF Smart National Club Championship sa ilang sandali. Kick-off na.
Motivation yun para sa kanila. And it doesn't only prove that dito lang yung malalakas na team sa Manila. It proves that there's so many untapped talents sa provinces. And one of those teams dito, Ceres, getting noticed. They hardly merited the second look, the start of the tournament. But right now, nandito na nga sila. They brought down all the big teams dito, and now they take their rightful place there dun sa gitna ng field to play in this final.
And what a statement they've made. The path that they took, arguably the most difficult na talagang malulusutan ng isang kupunan sa ating torneo. And Pasargad naman, we have to talk about it, ravaged by injuries. No, sorry, not injuries, suspensions rather. Dahil dun sa napaka-bizarre na game na nakita natin just last week.
Well, Pasargad, sometimes there are things in life na kailangan nating you have to live with, and that's one of those things nga na nangyari sa kanya. Rules are rules, and Pasargad obviously medyo naging too excited etong dalawang players nila, and not only two players, ordinary players, but two very, very important players in Reza and Taher, who are both suspended after getting sent off dun sa laban against Green Archers in the shootout at that. Thinking na tapos na yung laban and they had already won, nag-celebrate sila. They took off their jerseys and already on a yellow. You have to remember that. Naka-yellow card ka na, and you were playing a dangerous game. If you didn't get your numbers right, mukhang hindi nga nila nakuha yung tamang numero sa shootout na yun.
Nadali sila dahil hindi nila nabilang ng tama yung mga penalty kicks. It was such a frivolous way to lose some key players.
Actually, it bordered on the comical yung sasabihin mo, yung pagka-send off sa kanila. But right now, for Pasargad, no shortage in motivation because of this team. They still have 11 players on the field plus 3 substitutes, just enough na para labanan itong Ceres.
They are here, ready to contest this to the final whistle. Dalawang beses na sila pumasok sa extra time para makalusot dito sa final. They're probably hoping na hindi na mauulit yan.
And also for Pasargad, napakaraming dinaanan nito, and they've never run out of heroes sa team nila.
Let's take a look at the formation of Ceres. Classic 4-4-2.
Pretty much the same since the start of the tournament. But obviously yung pag-include Peter Long, it has worked for them, paid dividends, especially against even Stallion, because Peter Long didn't start against Stallion, but when he came in, he won that header against Waco that eventually led to the goal. But for Pasargad, eto medyo familiar names, but yung mga key players talaga, yung mga importanteng players, wala dyan. And Gerard Orgullo replacing Taher in the starting lineup, and Constance Harris na hindi natin nakita masyado dun sa laban against Green Archers, getting the start right now, and etong si Paul Concepcion relegated to the bench.
Yep, that's right. Yan ang naging formation ng Pasargad ngayon. And of course, if we're gonna look at key players, you did mention Joshua Beloya para sa Ceres, at sa Pasargad, si Hamed. Both players mukhang mag-duel sa gitna ng field.
Well, Joshua Beloya, I talked to Coach Ali Go before the game, and he said kung may pipiliin akong most important player, most outstanding player dito sa tournament na to, isa lang yung pangalan na lumabas sa kanya, which is Joshua Beloya. He's been very, very consistent. At that midfield spot, he provides that quality na kailangan, especially if you're a team playing on the counter. And also, there were questions about his ability to defend, but he's answered it with aplomb dito sa tournament na to.
Were you surprised at all na ito si Joshua Beloya, of course, deployed as an attacker early on? Ngayon, naglalaro siya sa gitna ng depensa, ng midfield.
Well, with a player of Joshua's quality, kahit saan mo ilagay yan. But of course, kung attack-minded niya siya, it takes a lot of sacrifice from him and a change in mindset. But nakita mo, Joshua Beloya has been disciplined dito sa tournament na to, and he's done well para sa Ceres.
We are underway. We'll get a chance to talk about Hamid a little later on. Of course, yung captain and key player para sa Pasargad.
Well, it looks like dalaw silang magmamarkahan nila Joshua Biloy, and that that scene just illustrates I think how this match will turn out, because those two key players really will be influential in this match.
It will be interesting to see in these early exchanges kung kamusta nga ba ang Pasargad. Losing some key players.
You gotta check them out in the first 20 minutes kung paano sila makakope dito and how they settle, because if Ceres catches them na hindi pa nakasettle, this team, Ceres, has scored a bunch of goals in the first half. They scored in the first half against Global. They scored again in the first half against Stallion, and also against Kaya, where they also took the lead early on.
High boot, no call from the referee. Of course, the man in charge sa ating laban, Wilfred Bermejo. Siya rin actually nasa gitna ng field na naglaban ang Pasargad at Green Archers United Grove.
Well, let's just say, Wilfredo Bermejo, aka Wally Bermejo, napaka-experience sa mga big matches.
Atmosphere is electric at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Plenty of fans coming out.
And you gotta like what Ceres has brought here sa Rizal Memorial. They're giving everyone a taste of what it's like to play in a football crazy province like Negros Occidental by bringing some drum beaters here and plenty of yellow-clad supporters.
And of course, yung panahon natin yun, I don't believe there could be any better weather than what we're having right now to contest this final. Windy and slightly chilly. Ang gabi natin yun.
Parang Europe lang, ha? Parang Europe lang.
We're poised for a great match here. Ceres momentarily holding on to possession. Foul called kontra kay Joshua Biloya.
Joshua Biloya, a player like him, just a handful para sa mga depensa. Even at midfield, he provides that penetration, ability to penetrate, and his vision and distribution na nakita natin against Kaya.
Chance for a shot here. That's a tamed effort. Isa din kailangan natin pagmasdan, of course, si Reza, who is the resident goalkeeper para sa Pasargad, ay ipinalitan. Will they be looking to test him early on?
Ito si Ricardo Padilla taking over from Reza. Ricardo Padilla, may experience na yan internationally. Goalkeeper of the Homeless World Cup team a few years ago. Played in Paris. Pero dito, defender yung laro niya dito. But again, the past season, actually ginagawa siyang understudy goalkeeper behind all those strong goalkeepers ng Pasargad. And right now, what better way to get a baptism of fire dito sa laban natin.
Marasigan with the back pass. Also one of these players that will play a significant role para sa koponan ng PSG. Good battle there. Alayo lang kay Reyes.
Right now, Ceres playing a very high line. They want to put pressure early doon sa Pasargad.
Why is it that the teams have found it so difficult to break down itong Ceres?
Well, this team, it's a young team. And really, they've been very, very disciplined. Kung titingnan mo talaga, following orders to the letter ng coaching staff at the backline ng Ceres, they give little away. And one of the reasons why one of the players na nagbigay ng solidity and stability at that backline has been number 2, Danny Claxton from Leeds, England, who organizes that backline. Very young backline at that. 18 years old, itong si Park, yung partner niya. And 17 years old, itong si Yung Min nasa kaliwa.
Unbelievable. Puro mga bata. You don't expect them to stay up with such pressure on them. Pero parang walang problema sa kanila. Walang kaba.
And consider the players that they have faced, the quality of players that they have faced, the quality of attackers. In the first round, etong Ceres faced Rufo Sanchez and Balot Doctora. In the second round, quarterfinals, Patrick Reichel, Jeff Christians, Izo Elabib.
These are the who's who of attacking players sa United Football League.
Combine mo yung mga goals nun, medyo marami-rami yun. But they were all kept quiet by the Ceres backline.
It's Pasargad's turn. We try to break it down. Sila may hawak ngayon. Reza. One easy catch for the goalkeeper.
That's one player na can turn something out of nothing. Ito si Reza because he scored in the last game. Nakita natin yung ability niya to get the shot from long range.
It's good defending on the left side para sa Pasargad. Hamed, space to turn. Slowing it down. Back leg is dragged down.
Hamed, he's gonna be the one to carry that Pasargad attack.
One thing that is used to describe Hamed is yung pagiging ano niya, hindi mo ma-expect sa kanya na kaya niya palang gawin yung mga kaya niya given his body type.
He is explosive. Yung close control niya talaga. That's been I've been the most impressed with him is his close control. Ang hirap i-dispossess itong si Hamed. No, kung maagaw mo naman sa kanya yung bola, malamang foul ka.
Deceptive. Yun yung word na hinahanap ko. Here's Pasargad holding on to the ball quite well until that errant pass. Ceres picking it up very quickly. Kitang-kita yung hatak ni Ture.
Cynical challenge there from Ture. Hindi ba nasa African Nations Championship ton si Ture?
Baka mga pinsan niya ata yung mga yan. Peter Long, nakitang-kita. Hatak.
Lucky to escape without a booking there. Pero pag na-book na yun, it establishes a very, very serious tone to this match.
Lalong-lalo na, hindi pa tayo nakakalampas ng 10 minuto. Played short from the free kick. Lifted inside, bouncing around dangerously. Buksak si Peter Long. Walang tinawag.
I think it's a goal kick. It's a corner rather. But you see that, I've seen that in training para sa Ceres, yung ganyang set piece patterns, they work on these. They take whatever advantage na pwede sila. It's a very inventive squad.
It's a great opportunity for Ceres from that corner kick.
A free header from Park that time. Jason Panhay, sculptured left foot. Hinanap etong si Park.
First test para kay Padilla, lumabas siya, didn't get a hand to the ball.
And si Ricardo Padilla, one bit of trivia for him, yung kanyang goalkeeper gloves, galing pa yung Paris.
Oh wow!
And it belongs to a Paris Saint-Germain keeper. Itong si Ariola, na who has a Filipino lineage. Na player ng France under-19 team.
Tamang-tama, pareho na sila ng pangalan nila. PSG.
Parang lumipat na rin si Beckham sa kanila. David.
The trick shot of Padilla, who's gonna have a lot of pressure on his shoulders this evening. So far, yung mga nasa harap niya, pinapadali ang kanyang trabaho. Here's Marasigan.
Pasargad, this is the pace of the game that they want. Very deliberate and very patient sila to take their chances. It looks like very isolated. Etong si Constance Harris up front.
Constance Harris actually got himself a little bit of playing time dahil nga dun sa sending off ni Mbata. Such a big responsibility to lead the line all by himself.
Well, in that cameo appearance against Green Archers, si Constance Harris, nakita natin, kahit mag-isa siya, he fights for every ball. And you gotta like that from a player.
Ahmed. The tempo is deliberately a little slower than what we've been used to.
And Yung danger lang dito for Pasargad is that if they lose the ball at a dangerous area, that's gonna be very hard for them.
Tunay na tawagan ng foul. Once again, Ceres have an opportunity. Free kick in a similar territory.
They're keeping the ball etong Pasargad, but not really threatening.
Two players over the ball. Joshua Beloya is one option. Marami na rin nakalinya sa loob ng box. Delivery into the hands of Padilla. Madaling inilabas. Hamed under pressure. Whistle not blown, and that's a clear foul on Hamed. Alfredo Bermejo. Mukhang ipinasok na yung kamay sa bulsa at may unang dilaw na tayo sa ating laban.
Early yellow card here for Ceres. Si Park is losing the ball. Earlier challenge, and eto si Hamed. Look at that experience from this guy. No, alam niya spark going. No, nakita niya, no, and yung forward debate, kumagat naman itong si Park dun sa challenge na yon. And that's not just the quality but the cleverness, the experience of this player that makes him even more dangerous para sa Pasargad.
Napapansin natin kay Hamed, parang hindi talaga siya nagmamadali kahit kailan.
Oo.
That could be a factor in this match so early on. Park already booked.
And so far, etong Ceres backline, you know, they played the entire tournament together. Hindi ito ginalaw ng coaching staff.
Beloya distributes it out wide. Mataas ang pressure na pinapakita ng Pasargad. Got caught in the feet of Claxton. He eventually get it out. Panay, pinilik ni Beloya under quite a bit of pressure. Holding off the challenge well.
Long looking for Peter Long. And you know, that big turn, ito si Byong. So far, hindi pa natin siya nakikita in action, but it's been you know, against that Kaya side last week. You know, he really tormented itong backline ng Kaya.
Looking for the diagonal ball. Easily cleared by Orculio. Nabuhay pang atake ng Ceres dito. Lalabas. It will remain with the men in white.
Both teams really feeling each other out. No? Wala pa yung quick passing na nakikita natin at Ceres has also been known for dito sa tournament na to.
Ball falling. And Ceres getting a shot on target.
As Jason Panay really didn't expect him to test the keeper, but nakita mo, Padilla looking a little shaky early on.
Butin doon.
As Jong Mok with a cross, takes a bounce, and yun yung danger doon.
Wala siyang pressure.
The fact that Pasargad allowed it na mag-bounce pa yung bola for Panhay questions to that Pasargad defense.
Mukhang nabitawan niya pa ulit when he gobbled it up. Yeah. Padilla definitely not in the same type of confidence that Reza was in.
Oo. So si Reza, nasobrahan nga yun si Reza. Because, you know, hindi niya nga na-business pati yung pag ano ng teammates niya, pag alaga ng teammates niya, pag na-injured, nandun pa rin siya.
Certainly, a loss not only in quality at the back para sa Pasargad, but in the entertainment value na idinadala niya rin.
Character si Reza. No, ang dami niyang na-win over dito sa last weekend nung laban nila against Green Archers.
Hamed. Foul goal will go against Hamed actually. Interesting call.
No question about it, the quality ni Reza in between those posts, no? Unbelievable. Yung dalawang penalty kicks ang na-save niya doon.
Ito si Hamed. Siyang tinawagan ng foul dito.
Oo.
At kita kasi mukhang hawak-hawak niya yung shirt.
Sa arm out itong si Hamed.
Brought down by Ceres. This time Hamed gets the whistle in his favor.
Reyes, earlier nakita natin na ikipaglaban kay Hamed. Very crucial din yung role niya.
Aga yung cross. Straight into the hands of Jae Hyun. Going into this game, he looked very confident as he stepped onto the pitch.
And he only conceded once in 3 matches so far in the knockout phase. And kung nakita mo yung mga saves niya against Global, wow, unbelievable. Just picking out the ball on the foot of Izo El Habib. I don't know, one-on-one opportunity. Grabe yung confidence and to think he's only 19.
Yun yung talagang talagang impressive to. Na 19 years of age ka pa lang, naglalaro ka dito sa final ng Smart National Club Championships and you've already faced some of the best in this country. It's another free kick. This mid-range territory, chance to get a ball inside the box and threaten.
And bodies inside the penalty box para sa Ceres. Etong si Danny Claxton and si Peter Long. Both equally strong in the air.
Delivery needed a touch from Padilla.
And the idea is clear right now for Ceres is that to test Padilla as often as possible. Whenever there's a chance, kailangan matest itong si Padilla. And right now, under pressure, itong goalkeeper ng Pasargad.
Another opportunity for them to make it difficult. Ball inside the box. Good defending mula sa Pasargad. Just about managing to clear. Recovered the footing just in time to make the back pass. Hindi na control ni Beloya yung bola. Allows Pasargad to regain the ball. Coach Essie, a frustrated figure on the side. Pasargad rampaging down the left wing, keeping possession. Ball will stay with Ceres here. Lalapit na tayo sa 20 minuto sa ating laban. So far, who's getting the better of the action today?
It's obviously it's Ceres who's been dictating the play here. But Pasargad, when they have Hamed Hajimedi, they always have a chance, because they have a player na kayang magdala, at this level, na kayang-kaya mag-create ng chances, even by himself.
Sigan, one of the players na titingnan ng Pasargad, perhaps for some inspiration on that right flank. Look at that, managing to keep the ball despite so much pressure on him. Slowing it down, resetting. Launch forward from Cordova. Just trying to lift that ball.
The idea was clear there for Ceres. Now Peter Long, receiving the ball behind. He's back behind the goal and looking for a knockdown para mag-approach ang isa pang attacker, trying to bring players into the game, bring teammates into the game. And si Byong nga yun, but a good off-the-ball run. Pero ang pasa ni Byong just too heavy para sa kanyang teammate na si Byong Mo.
It wasn't the best. Kick out from Pasargad. Ceres right on top of them. You get this feeling na mukhang magkakaroon ng momentum dito ang Ceres for the next 5 minutes or so.
They're really, right now, they're growing in confidence at the Ceres, especially at the Pete Long, who's been getting into the ball, been winning the ball in dangerous positions.
Looks like a long throw is in order para sa Ceres. There's a man down on the pitch para sa Pasargad. Looks like it might be Reza. That's Fernandez rather. Struggling with an arm injury.
Fernandez, one of the remnants ng backline ng Pasargad last week. He's been solid in this tournament, but hanggang he'll be playing his last game para sa Pasargad because in the UFL, he's been lined up sa Air Force.
That's right, plenty of changes happening in the UFL. Of course, it's just a few days away. Orculio finally getting the ball out para sa Pasargad. They've been playing in their own half for quite some time. Ture. And pressure paying off once again.
Itong Pasargad, they cannot afford to be too casual when they have the ball because, you know, the Ceres team is very quick to capitalize. And nakita mo doon, you know, parang binibi yung possession. It's and the possession is lost as soon as nakakuha nga ni Ture earlier.
That was actually a nice opportunity. Sana dun para sa Pasargad. Ball ending up on the feet of Yaogo. Wasn't able to control it the way he wanted to. Players that need to step up para sa Pasargad.
Kita mo talaga yung futsal background nito si Ahmed.
Yun just stepping out. Nakita natin dito the challenge from Yun.
Dispossessed him, but clearly crossed the line.
We're seeing Yun on that left side quite a bit. Kahit na pinapartner niya dapat si Pete Long sa itaas. The type to support his midfield. Ture on the turn.
This midfield actually very cautious din itong Ceres because they're also wary na mukhang may tendency, may ability on the counter itong Pasargad.
You get that feeling as well that if Pasargad gets the first goal, magdidepensa sila ng napakasulido. Mahihirapan talaga ang Ceres na makalusot.
Baka mag-parking na din dun sa harap na ano.
Goalkeeper needed to come out. Taking his time. Getting away from trouble was Panay.
Important for Ceres to win this second ball. This is the only way. If they play this way, kailangan nilang i-approach and be much quicker when they approach the ball on that final third. Because that's the only way na maka-recover nila yung ball. Because this Pasargad back line has really looked solid in this first 25 minutes.
Yaogo racing down the right side. Masyadong mabigat yung huling tulak ng bola, but it's gonna be called a foul. In real time, it looked like it was a all-ball challenge. Makikita natin yan on the replay. That's Sim, who got sucked into the challenge. Yaogo looks all right. Paul Manisigan over the ball to take this free kick. long-range effort. That's nowhere near the goal. It's not going to trouble Hyun at all.
It's one of the ways na ma-create ng chances itong Pasargad is that through set pieces, because they understandably, they have been getting little of the ball, no? And those are the times na kailangan may plano ka when you have the ball on the set piece. That time, nagkulang ang Pasargad.
Sigan, naunahan ni Pete Long. Good recovery there. Tumulong si Fernandez.
Pete Long, not the quickest, not the most skillful of players, but very clever and very strong itong player na to, and he's been very critical sa success dito ng Ceres sa tournament na to.
Good ball in mula kay Panhay.
Jason Panhay, goal scorer in that first semi-final match against Kaya. Napakagandang goal na yon, a lovely chip over the goalkeeper at a very tight angle, and Jason Panhay, legend na rin to in national open tournaments, because although he hasn't played for UFL club yet, yung kanyang mga teammates, mga contemporaries niya, yung sila Tating Pasilan and Arnie Pasinabo, ay nakikita na natin dito sa UFL.
Ball bounced up onto the arm of Marasigan.
And this is these are the mistakes na kailangan iwasan ng Pasargad. These little mistakes, because in a game like this, you cannot afford to make this kind of mistakes, because this could lead to a chance, this could lead to a goal.
Nag-bounce yung bola sa harap niya. Obviously,
hindi lang nabasa na maayos, but you have to understand na yung pitch right now, not at the best condition.
Pasargad, who wants to be having these set pieces, instead it's Ceres here. Delivery is very good. Padilla called into action. Passes that test.
Wow. Great delivery there from Reyes. And he knew it. That was a golden opportunity para sa Ceres. This is a good ball. Floated in. And those bodies inside the penalty box just putting off si Padilla. But he passes that test is good.
Chance there. Falling as nobody got a head to the ball.
Yun again. This time at the far post.
Padilla has looked shaky at times, pero in the crucial moments, he's getting just enough to deny Ceres.
And also this one, worried din for Padilla is his distribution coming out of goal kicks. Nakita natin hindi na naman umabot sa half line, and also straight, and even worse, straight than Ceres player.
Ture managing to keep hold of the ball. But in the end, nasobrahan lang talaga yung dribble niya. The strong challenge from behind, and Joshua Beloya in pain.
That was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that first glance, dalawang paa yung pasok ni Ture doon sa ankle ni Beloya.
Of course, a two-footed challenge.
And hindi na. It looks like referee Juan Bermejo will let this pass.
Nakaswerte dito si Ture. Walang punishment whatsoever. Beloya still down and struggling.
And hopefully we get to see this again. And what kind of contact and the extent of contact na natamaan etong si Joshua Beloya ni Ture.
So far, so good para sa Ceres. They've been turning the screw on Pasargad. To be fair, para sa kupunan ng PSG, kung anumang tanong mula sa atake ng Ceres, nasasagot naman nila without any problem.
Yes, and all Pasargad has to avoid is those little mistakes. Pero for Ceres, really, they're asking questions, but not as incisive as they want to be etong atake ng Ceres.
Perhaps just a word of encouragement or two on the sidelines. Launched into the box. Ture able to get that out to Hamed. Continuing the pressure. Napuwersang bumalik. Huli yung tulak ni Yaogo.
And Marasigan was upset that time because dalawa na sila dun for that battle in the air.
Long range effort mula kay Reyes. It's more confident mula kay Padilla.
Well, for Ceres, actually warranted naman yung mga tirang ganun because they need to test the nerves of this young goalkeeper na si Ricardo Padilla.
It's been a long time since Constant Harris has gotten the touch of the ball, but when he did, it was a assured one. Ahmed to Ture. So, sayang yung pass ni Ture doon. It's a long-range effort mula kay Reza. Went up, but it never dipped back down.
And nakikita mo from both teams, really, takot sila to give push more men forward. Takot na takot. It's a typical final na nakikita natin na teams not taking a lot of risks, not being too adventurous.
This is the header. Fernandez is there to clean up. Yun. Hawak ang bola ngayon. Strong challenge from Reza. Deep long, something to chase. Keeps it in. Trying to wriggle free. He's stuck in the corner here. Under pressure.
Ture again with a foul. Good kay Jungmok. And another set piece para dito sa Ceres.
That was really great play on that right side. And,
that was good hold of play and just very clever on the part of Jungmok. Na-force na pa yung foul. It's a very tight spot na siya.
Padilla gets a hand to it. Pasargad just able to clear now.
Header from Danny Claxton actually got blocked with Padilla already out of his line. And pwede na naman ang Pasargad doon, but they've been solid at the back dito in the first half.
Not the greatest ball forward mula kay Reza. It's not normally that we say that. Itong Pasargad, not really known for their defensive solidity. And so far, pinapakita nila that perhaps this is a new facet of their game.
And for Ceres, unti-unti na rin silang, they have to figure out a way para malusutan itong Pasargad. They have to figure out the way to break down this defense ng Pasargad.
Of course, like you said, the dynamic is different now.
Because etong Pasargad, they wouldn't care if it goes to penalties because right now, wala naman silang they are playing without pressure because the underdog nga sila dito. The roles have been reversed considering the fact na apat yung hindi nakasuit up dito sa Pasargad due to suspension.
So Ceres needing to change their style of play just a little bit. Siguro yung mga spaces na dati bukas para sa mga kupunan katulad ng Kaya at Global, hindi nila makikita ngayon because Pasargad, their priority will be to defend first.
And keep it tight at the back and at midfield. They will clog the middle and it would take quick passing and the movement off the ball para sa Ceres. Can't afford to be too lazy here.
10 minuto na lang ang titira sa ating first half. Diagonal ball here from Ceres. shepherded by Orculio into the hands of Padilla. He's been busy. The replacement goalkeeper para sa Pasargad. Of course, the English Premier League will continue. Another Premier League match will be shown. Makikipagpalitan ng sipa ang Manchester City kontra sa mga furious strikes ng Chelsea na sa 25th ng February and 5 p.m. Bigating tapatan naman dito sa Active.
This is what Ceres needs to do. They need to press. They need to force that ball out of Pasargad's possession, because kung Pasargad lang ang nakahawak ng bola, walang problema, because even though they are keeping the ball and hindi silang threatened, they eat away those minutes off that clock, and they're sometimes may mga teams na nafo-frustrate na they know they're favored and hindi sila na-hold sila. It becomes a problem para sa kanila.
It's a great ball forward mula kay Hamed. Hinahanap si Iaogo and he did make that connection. Defense just able to recover in time.
For Ceres, yung mindset nga nila before the game was that hindi nagbago ang approach natin dito for them, because kahit sabihin nila it's still a team they're facing with a lot of quality itong Pasargad.
Caught from behind. Iaogo and Ture being a little too physical with Yun.
Would be interesting though to keep a count on the fouls ng Pasargad.
At kung si Ture na naman yan, parang nakarami na ata.
And wala pang yellow card ang Pasargad. Kahit dami ng fouls sila.
Kahit warning ata, hindi pa tayo nakakakita. Wilfredo Bermejo taking a lenient approach in this match. That's great pressure mula kay Haris.
Haris also helping out defensively, and nakikita mo na nga si yung goalkeeper ng Ceres malapit na sa half-time.
Chance here for Beloya. That was a great opportunity for him. Didn't make the contact that he wanted. Pete Long. Finally, PSG able to clear.
Pasargad survived that one, but Ceres laying siege in front of that penalty box.
Wala si Panay. Ball bounces easily para kay Padilla. Great piece of work on that right side for Ceres. Managing to carve out an opportunity.
Actually, both flanks working well para sa Ceres. And Jason Panhay also getting into those dangerous areas, pero ang kanyang crosses lang is lacking the quality from those crosses, and the final ball from Ceres actually is backing right now.
Free kick, taken quickly by Beloya. So mukhang masyadong mabilis kahit yung teammate niya hindi na-expect yung pass na yun. First half, for the most part, it's been Ceres doing the attacking. But to be fair to Pasargad, hindi pa talaga sila nakakatikim nung where they've been really stretched.
Yeah, and no clear-cut chance para sa Ceres so far. It's been all half chances.
Keep Long gets a header to it. Iaogo wisely slowing it down para sa Pasargad. Keep the possession here. Rare opportunity to test this Ceres backline. Hamed under pressure from two players, keeps the ball in play. Such a clever player, gets a corner kick for his troubles.
Hamed, very professional in his approach to this match. They know mahihirapan sila dito, and he's just doing those little things na kailangan ng team niya. Forcing that corner is just also gives the defense sort of a break, and also gives Pasargad a chance here.
Marasigan's cross. Umatake mula sa mga kampi niya. That was one heck of a strike mula kay Yaogo.
Wow.
Or was it Reza?
Yaogo, I think, came up the foot of Yaogo. Right-footed strike. Very important sa Ceres. As soon as you clear that ball, yung second ball, kailangan abangan din yun. And you have to clear that out. And Pasargad, fortunately, coming very, very close, just denied by the frame of the goal there.
Pete Long gets the first ball. Good. Turning into space. Hindi siya makahanap ng kakampi. The sea of red blanketed him.
Good pressure there for Pasargad.
Ahmed getting just enough contact.
Yun. Nawalan ng ideas doon, nawalan ng tao na mapasahan because he was surrounded by Pasargad, by Ceres players.
Mukhang makikita na tayong substitution in this first half. And surprise, magmumula siya sa Pasargad. Jolami Promise is coming in para kay Constant Harris. Wasn't too effective.
Well, it had little choice ito si Constant Harris.
It's a tough break for him given that napaka-konti ng servisyo na napupunta papunta kay Constant Harris.
Promise Jolomi gives this Pasargad team another physical presence up front. Another target man, to say the least, para bigyan sila dito. If you want to play on the counter, you want the player na mag-hold ng bola doon up front and run off the ball, and they have a player in Promise.
Yaogo yung hinahanap. Unable to get the ball there, Panhay. Good anticipation from Marasigan. It's a good battle between the two players. Pasargad trying to spread it out wide.
Good interception there from Sumo Sevilla. Read the ball very well.
The Promise. Hindi ka na siya makawala doon, and there's a mix-up between the two players. The goalkeeper and the defender.
Look like itong si yung goalkeeper ng Ceres got hit by a forearm from Promise. And he will try to threaten Danny Claxton. Left for dead that time, and very confident itong si Danny Claxton na makarecover kanyang depensa. Kaya napabayaan niya, but danger signs there for Ceres.
Very game Pasargad side that we have here in the final. Ahmed dispossessed. Reyes in space. Spread out wide. Just crowded out there.
Well, gotta wonder why Ceres tried to force that one in the middle when etong si Rolando Tres was wide open on the flanks. Was looking for the return ball, actually made a good run. Pero si Jungkook opting na i-force sa gitna ang bola.
Foul called kontra kay Promise. As you saw there, kitang-kita si Park. Eyes on the ball, challenging for it. And Promise just backing into it. It'll be Hyun to take the free kick. Everybody else virtually inside the box. Not the best delivery from him.
I don't think that was a delivery. I think he was trying to score a goal para sa kanyang team.
Minsan na nga naman siya mabibigyan ng oportunidad.
Oo. So nakascore siya dun. Count this one as another bizarre match.
So 2 minuto ang idadagdag. Already 30 seconds into stoppage time. First half that perhaps Pasargad would be the more happy of the two sides.
Oh, absolutely. They've kept this wanted Ceres attack at bay. Kept Joshua Biloya quiet, actually. Hasn't been really influential sa laban na to. Ito si Joshua Biloya.
Diagonal ball straight into the hands of Padilla. There it is again. Medyo nabitawan pa ng konti. But under not too much pressure at all. Ture turning. He's got space. Puts on the brakes. Really not too much that he could do there. Keep long dropping deep to try to hold on to possession, but Reza was quick to bounce him off.
Here's the problem that Ceres needs to solve, because Pasargad is a team that won't take a lot of risks. You know? This is unlike any other team they faced here sa PFF Smart Club Championship.
2 minutes done and dusted. At yan ang pito ni Wilfredo Bermejo. Diyan nagtatapos sa ating first half. No goals in this one just yet. Ceres have found it very difficult to break down this Pasargad side that has been very, very stubborn.
Yeah, very stubborn. Ang Pasargad sa backline, giving little away, clogging that midfield and creating chances themselves. But for Ceres, questions on their attack, kung paano nila masosolve ito. But for Pasargad, keeping that backline solid will be their key of surviving this.
Welcome back dito sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. 45 minutes ang natitira sa ating final. Of course, in the PFF Smart National Club Championships. There will be substitutions for both teams during the break. We will get confirmation on those changes in just a little while. Paul Concepcion mukhang ipapasok na sa ating laban, replacing Nelson on that left side.
This is a good change here for Pasargad, because Nelson hasn't really offered a lot on that left flank. Pero you gotta understand that this approach of surprising, but Jay Baguero regularly slots in para kay Jason Panhay on that left side. Pero what Baguero lacks in quality of delivery from Jason Panhay, he makes up with pace, and this is I think what Ceres needs on that left side and on that final third. A lot of pace and a lot of sharpness on attack.
Para sa Ceres, they found it difficult in that first half. We were talking about it during the break. Yun nga, yung change of dynamic, it seems they're struggling to cope with it.
I think that change from facing a team that's attack-minded, that leaves so little spaces for them on that final third. It's taking their time na para masolusyonan ito ng Ceres, because they are so used to playing teams like na nakakahanap ng butas sila immediately because they push players forward.
Space on that left side, the ball into the box was not exactly where the attacker wanted it to be. Pag-usapan naman natin ang Pasargad. That first half, mukhang okay naman ang pinakita nila. They didn't offer too much going forward, but at the back, they look very, very solid.
Well, they did just enough. Etong Pasargad. But all because the Ceres wasn't really pressuring them too much. Yun nga yung nangyayari is that Ceres made it easier for Pasargad to survive that first half.
Kahit ang goalkeeper nila, of course, the replacement goalkeeper na si Padilla was tested on a few occasions, but not really in terms of his shot stopping.
Of course, na-test nga siya, and we were looking we saw some signs na shaky etong si Padilla, but eventually he was able to cope as the game wore on. Na-lesson niya na rin yung mga mistakes niya.
It was pretty impressive punching out balls in the air pag may mga cross. And that's a good recovery there mula kay Reza to dispossess Pete Long.
Pete Long, the chance was snuffed out. Medyo a little too late to react lang ito si Pete Long.
Pasargad have controlled this game. They've controlled the tempo. Pero sa huling third, dyan malapit sa box ng Pasargad, they haven't looked too incisive. Ahmed dispossessing Beloya and getting the better of him here as he gets a foul called.
Joshua Beloya he makes this Ceres attack tick, and so far he's been struggling, kaya nga walang nangyayari din sa atake ng Ceres.
That's a testament to Ahmed as well. Dalawang yan, maganda ang duel na nakikita natin.
Very busy si Ahmed defending rather than getting balls forward.
Ahmed on the ball here. Ajimedi. Wala nagsabi sa kanya na may dumating mula sa likod. But he falls over and gets the contact that he needs.
Still, Ahmed, it's a golden chance here for Pasargad. Medyo malapit to. They're at about 35 to 40 yards away from goal.
It's Marasigan. Angelo Marasigan making himself available as an option to take this free kick. Ahmed there as well.
Marasigan, of course, has scored in this tournament a long-range strike against General Trias in the quarterfinals.
It does look like it will be Marasigan. His shot! It dipped, but not in time.
A dip, but not a lot of power in that one. Alam mo nga, itong goalkeeper na Ceres had it all covered.
First touch on the ball on that left side para kay Baguioro. Yaogo.
Baguioro has earned a reputation dun sa Bacolod as a player who likes to take defenders on. And so far, hindi pa natin nakikita yan from him.
Defending mula kay Fernandez, or was that Sumo de Villa rather?
Sumo de Villa doing his job well on that left side.
They're getting ahead of Pete Long, getting the foul as well. You mentioned a need for a little bit more speed and incisiveness sa atake ng Ceres. What will Pasargad need to do here? Is it just more of the same for them?
More of the same, and perhaps, the fact that they've sent in eto si Paul Concepcion, who is known really as an attack-minded player, it shows you what approach that they're willing to offer something forward. Tanungin din yung Ceres, ang depensa ng Ceres.
This has been quite surprising na si Coach Essie tumunod na ng dalawang player mula sa kanyang bench. There's only 3 of them available there.
Yeah, for him, he knew that it was about time. If they want to take this game, want to take the game to Ceres, he has to make some changes, because that lineup he sent out in the first half really was just part of a plan, part of his approach in this match to be a little more conservative.
Taking some risks here. We'll see if they pay off para sa kupunan ng PSG. Ahmed leaving the ball para kay Reza. He deals with it well. And here's a man that could be on the cusp of a booking. Toure committed quite a few fouls in that first half.
The thing now with Ceres, the reason why that midfield isn't just as effective as before is that outnumbered silang dalawa itong si Ceres and Biloya, battling with 3 players, and when the pressure is on, when they turn up the heat on those players, sila Torre, Hamed, and si Reza, nawawala ang bola sa Ceres.
There's a good spell para sa Pasargad. They force back. They're keeping possession here. Wasteful mula kay Villa on that wing.
And finally, nakita na rin ito si Torre. That's a booking warranted.
More accumulation.
More on volume rather than the challenge earlier, but that challenge in itself was really tough, and he came there hard, pero more of the challenges na ginawa niya earlier in the match.
So far, Wilfredo Bermejo is steered clear of any controversy after a match that had too much of it perhaps last week. Ngayon naman, magandang pinapakitang laro ni Wilfredo Bermejo.
It's been a good game for him.
Baguioro, his delivery. That was a great clearance mula kay Fernandez. Turi gets it forward. Didn't anticipate the promise. Concepcion. Naunahan ni Reyes. Tulak sa likod means a free kick. Reyes in pain.
Reyes, he's done a yeoman's job at midfield. And
it didn't look like it was anything serious when the contact was made.
Push at him on the back of Reyes.
Pero mukhang talagang nagsistruggle dito ang player ng Ceres. He's not a player you want to lose. Maganda ang kanyang pinakita sa first period.
Yeah, he's someone for Ceres. He's very integral para sa kanila, because he is the one protecting that back four, and at the same time, tinutulungan niya. He works in tandem with Joshua Biloya in bringing that attack forward para sa Ceres. And always sa kanya, he keeps it simple. Those little touches of the ball, going forward and settling down the midfield and the attack. Napaka-importante ito si Reyes na player para sa Ceres.
Hindi maganda na nakikita natin if this is any sign of what kind of pain Reyes is in. Nilabas ang stretcher. He's gonna need treatment on the sideline. And the player already being ready for Ceres. It looks like Gun Hee Choi getting set to come on.
Gun Hee Choi, the scorer of the penalty against Kaya.
Napasok na nga talaga siya. Biloya here on the right side. Good work from him to get the ball back into a crossing position here. Chance here for Ceres, and that's the go-ahead goal. That's what they've been looking for, and it's that man, Byung Jong-yoon, who finds the back of the net.
Well, Byung Jong-yoon delivering the opening goal for Ceres. A well-deserved opening goal. They've been threatening, and that time, Pasargad, unable to deal with that cross. Ito si Ricardo Padilla. Questions have been asked about his ability to defend those crosses, and that time, that just a ball floated inside the penalty box. He is unable to deal with it, and that strike from Byung Jong-yoon.
Biloya here on the right side. Good work from him to get the ball back into a crossing position here. Chance here for Ceres, and that's the go-ahead goal. That's what they've been looking for.
Strike. He just needed to find a good placement for that shot, and he did so impressively. Ceres won, Pasargad nyo.
Ngayon, kaya na gawin ng Ceres yung ginagawa nila in the past games, which has been to focus on their defense and being solid. Eh, nakuha nila yung goal na hinahanap nila.
And, well, that was just, we saw it coming when those silly foul at midfield, wrong conception. And that, we questions yung pag-ability talaga ni Padilla to defend that ball. When it was floated in, he didn't come out as convinced as he was, as assured as he was with himself. And, he got punished there. And it all started with that one because the bodies inside the penalty box really causing trouble para kay Padilla.
Not the greatest clearance there. Paul Concepcion allowed to nip in. Sumuduvilla. Cross niya yung madaling clear ni Claxton.
Well, scoring for Ceres, it gives now Pasargad, the ball is on their side to respond, and it can only be good for this match, because it's been really, really quiet. We needed someone to spark this match to life, and Yong Jong-yeon just did that.
So ngayon, pwersado na ang Pasargad na maghabol. They need to get more bodies forward now and commit more to an attacking approach.
And that's what this, if this kind of approach changes para sa Pasargad, being attack-minded, play into the hands of Ceres. Ganun nga ang mangyayari. But gotta say, questions din kung how this Pasargad attack will move forward because they haven't offered anything dito sa laban na to.
One man that will be tasked for inspiration going forward is that man, Ahmed Ajimedi. You see, it's been a frustrating night for Joshua Beloya. Yung duel nilang dalawa ni Ajimedi. Perhaps kung isa-score natin yan, posibleng nakakalamang si Ahmed Ajimedi.
Well, Joshua Beloya, right now, all that matters to him is his team is ahead. I won't mind the personal duel with Hamed as long as my team is ahead.
Delivery inside the box, Promise. They try to back heel it. Ceres able to clear. Of course, itong PFF Smart National Club Championships, it started siguro mga 3 months ago. Nagsimula siya, and of course teams not only from Luzon, but we went to Visayas and Mindanao to play against the best teams around the Philippines, and ito yung dalawang na lumusot sa final. This would be such a huge triumph para sa Bacolod kung Ceres ang magtagumpay dito.
Such a tough tournament to win. Etong Smart Club Championships. And, Ceres nagsimula to provincial eliminations, regional qualification, going through that San Carlos tournament where they beat Leyte and Cebu, and even some of their players who were instrumental in that win in the regionals, they're not here in the lineup. Aldrin Dolino, he scored the goal against Cebu Queen City na nag-send sa Ceres as a top seed from the Visayas, out with an injury in that same game. So dito sa Ceres, they're not also, hindi pa to yung full arsenal, full display ang talent dun sa Negros.
And it's been a magical run to say the very least. Matalo mo ang UFL Cup champions na Stallion, natalo nila ang league champions na Global, and of course the team that finished second in the league last year, Kaya, tinalo nila in the semifinals, which brings them to this position.
Well, the beauty of this team is that not only are they hindi sila yung management ng team na to, it's been all-out support. Can you imagine flying out every week to Manila and spend 4 or 5 days here and keep the players as sharp as possible, as prepared as possible for a match at this level, which is very high in our country.
But Pasargad still have a shout in this match. Kaya pa nila ma-influensyahan ang storya na to.
Pero sa Bacolod, for sure, sustain muna ang cheers doon.
There is still quite a bit of time. Around 28 minutes left. Shot from distance. Diretso sa kamay ng Ceres goalkeeper na si Jae Hyun.
Jay, I got one thing.
Chance here. Ceres can make it two. And that was a vital touch there mula kay Orgulyo. Perhaps just putting off Byung Jong-yun.
Quick counter-attack para sa Ceres, about turning defense into attack in the blink of an eye. Ang bilis ng counter na yon. And Byung Jong-yun, such a difficult angle to work with. And si Jerome Orgulyo did well there to close it down. And pero again, Pasargad, they're playing into the hands of Ceres if they want to push more men forward. They have to get something out of his front four players. Mabigay ng spark itong atake nila.
On to the right side. Marasigan. Masali siya sa atake. The foul is called for that pullback.
Perhaps they need this creativity from Marasigan. A very shifty player, very quick, very agile. Atin si Angelo Marasigan.
Apat na player nasa loob ng box. Make that 5 now as Yaogo makes the trip forward. Si Reza ang kukuha nito. Amir Kizan with his left foot. Half cleared, eventually out of the danger territory. Ball being left now for the goalkeeper. Ceres 25 minutes and change away from being crowned national champions. Ito, medyo nagkakaroon ng feistiness between two players. Cordova was unhappy with Ture. Perhaps a slight kick out from the Ceres player.
Of the tournament, which is really a far cry from the Jason Cordova of old. Although that was a initial hand. Jason Cordova just left. He let his emotions get the best of him, and this time this is his first booking of the tournament, and that just shows you the maturity of this player.
Late challenge on the goalkeeper. Ture's, it's Jollibee Promise actually, who's finding himself in the book now. Here it is. Jollibee Promise giving chase.
Oh, late.
Looks like the goalkeeper hurt himself dun sa hulog, hindi dun sa contact ng dalawang player.
Because he was avoiding Promise. He was charging at him at speed.
So yan ang confirmation ng ating yellow card. Jollibee Promise in the book along with Ture para sa Pasargad. Long ball forward, looking for Pete Long. The whistle was blown. It could have been a very dangerous opportunity there. And Pasargad stretched. We're seeing now the men in red. Nagtatakbo na sila ng player going forward.
More than ever,
Ceres needs to be focused here, needs to be alert, needs to concentrate defensively. Don't make mistakes. Pasargad is really hungry for a goal.
Pete Long making the pressure count. Can he find the space to get a shot? He sets it up perfectly para kay Baguioro.
That's terrific hold-up play from Pete Long. Not the quickest of players, but you would see his awareness, his strength right there to hold off Gerald Orculio and finding etong si Jay Baguioro. A timely block from Pasargad, preventing that one.
Corner kick for Ceres. Pressure not done yet for the back line of Pasargad. Everybody back defending except for Promise. Young Jun Yun with the delivery here. Gets ahead to it. Wide of the post, no problem there.
I think it was Pete Long, I think, got the final touch there, pero Pasargad survives again.
Launching that ball forward. Mukhang mas madalas na natin makikita yung bola na yan mula sa backline ng Pasargad, and the whistle goes against Hamed there. Curious call from the referee. Not sure what he saw.
I think he saw Hamed's hand being stretched out to hold off etong si Joshua Biloya.
Ceres crowd, mukhang hindi na sila umupo mula nung nakascore sila.
Well, they've transformed this Rizal Memorial Stadium into a, parang festival lang sa Bacolod, no?
Parang naramdaman ko nga, may sense of carnival mula sa Brazil, eh. No?
Oo. Gotta love Ceres for, bringing this type of atmosphere to Manila. And not only that, the football inside the pit.
Yung maganda din pinapakita dito ng Ceres, of course, is the fact that football is certainly not going to be a sport that will be dominated simply in Luzon alone.
Well,
kung saan yung United Football League.
Well, sometimes we get caught up yung memory natin with regards to the history of football here in the Philippines is that after ng 2010 Suzuki Cup, doon na tayo nagsimula. Selective ang memory ng ibang football fans, and but make no mistake about it, this team, itong Ceres, they've been around for quite a while. They've represented Negros Occidental in so many tournaments. They've supported the team. Ang dami na nilang they won a National Open title this same tournament in 2006.
No whistle there on the collision between Orculio and Pete Long.
And that was clearly a foul there.
Very strong challenge. Cordova. And clearance goes out of bounds. 20 minuto ang natitira dito.
For Ceres, nakikita mo, they still want to end this match, with a positive approach. Positively, they want to play the football that they want to play.
Loose pass mula kay Concepcion.
Too many loose passes there from the flanks to the middle.
Parang klaro, offside si Long. Nasa pass ni Baguioro.
We saw the shades of the Jay Baguioro, familiar for Bacolod fans. Nakikita natin his ability to weave through traffic and give that through balls. At that time, it was Long straight offside.
That was Angelo Marasigan providing an option out wide.
Vicious effort there from Marasigan, but again, you gotta like the the mindset, still, no, Pasargad not giving up, no, hindi sila nawawala ng loob dito.
It looks like one of the changes that Coach Essie has made is the fact that Angelo Marasigan is now in a more advanced position. Here comes Ceres. Not able to test Padilla with that shot. Sayang yun mula kay Jung Mok Kim.
Right now, plenty of spaces dun sa backline ng Pasargad. Byung Jung yun, able to spot etong si Jung Mok on the right side. Floats in that ball and good hit there, but just couldn't get it on target.
Challenge from behind. Digo, mula kay Yun.
Palit na nga etong si Marasigan at si Diogo. Siya na ngayon ang sa likod. But look at now, Pasargad just forced right now to push more men forward.
Ball forward looking for Marasigan. Kept in. Trying to waste the precious seconds away. Long this time around, doesn't get ahead to it. Bagyoro. Hindi nagkaintindihan. Through ball here, papunta kay Marasigan. Takes on the defender, gets through. Perhaps goes for the selfish approach there.
Marasigan, that time providing Pasargad that attacking spark no hinahanap nila kanina pa. Was able to take a player on. Ito si Park. But he caught himself at a very tight angle. So many players there at the middle na pwede niyang i-lay off. But that time si Marasigan opting for the more difficult and tougher approach. And the chance is lost para sa Pasargad. But the lovely ball from the back line doon that created that chance.
Tapos na ang gabi ni Peter Long. It's been a tough battle for him up front. He's done a very good job making it difficult for the back line. At ngayon, ipapalitan na siya ni Jimuel Ariola.
Well, no, for Peter Long, not really, no, he may not score, but, you know, one thing's for sure, he wears down that back line na kalaban niya.
So good with his back to goal. How many balls did he win in the air today?
Ang dami. But Pete Long, you know, he created so many chances para sa team niya, including one for Jay Bagyoro, but a very able replacement, Jimuel Ariola. Kung si Long hindi asset yung speed para sa kanya, eto naman kay Jimuel Ariola, baliktad. Speed naman ang asset niya.
Kizan Reza gets that ball down. Pasargad back with the ball here. Diagonal pass. Ushered out by Cordova.
Smart defending there from Jason Cordova. And you see referee Wally Bermejo warning etong si Promise of his hand again.
He's done a good job in keeping this game in check. There's been a few feisty moments between the two clubs, but nothing out of control.
Well, both clubs know how much this means to them. They know that every player is important, and hindi pwedeng the occasion will get to you. No?
That's good defending mula kay Yaogo. Gets it out to Marasigan. Perhaps showing a bit of frustration there.
Gonna get booked here. Marasigan. Dispossessed by Youngmin. And kick Youngmin. Hindi natin makita kung hinahanap niya nga yung bola doon, natamaan niya, but it looked like there's plenty of contact. If you see these defenders ng Ceres, mukha talaga silang teenagers.
But the way they play,
napaka-experienced. Ito, si Youngmin able, he was
after the ball. Ito si Marasigan, but
definitely a forceful challenge from him. Understandable na yung frustration. Medyo nakikita na natin sa mga players ng Pasargad. It's a difficult situation to be in. 13 minutes left. You're a goal down. Padilla involved again here. Siyempre, nagkakabol. Kontra dito sa isang kupunan na napakahirap i-break down. Bagyoro. Came in, perhaps was just a little late on his challenge. Padilla feeling the brunt of his force.
It's been down to the depth of both teams. Bagyoro very much involved on attack para sa Ceres.
Ture. Nagsabi sa kanya na may dumating mula sa likod. Looked like a clean challenge from where we were looking.
Same thing for me. It was felt like Ture fell down easily there.
Looked like Amir Kizan Reza was going for the more direct approach. Alabas ang bola. Ayun. He sees space. He gallops into it. Vital challenge there. And keeping it in play. Tuloy ang atake dito ng Ceres. Good header up from Sumo de Villa. Ceres not letting up with their pressure going forward. Pasargad still finding it difficult to ask questions of the Ceres defense. Promise. Isolated on the left side. Ahmed unable to keep that ball. Second opportunity. Ture. Yaogo on the right side. Pumasok na ang mga players sa loob ng box, but the delivery will not find them.
Ceres backline is so organized. They're very quick to spot the runs forward from their strikers. Yung Jong-yeon again, just running into space. Si Yung-min, very smart, very clever na pinasa niya doon sa space na yun yung bola.
Fernandez, naisahan. Yun.
And almost immediately, on their heels, etong depensa ng Pasargad.
Bola na kay Bagyoro. Alabas for a corner kick.
Okay, Bagyoro. Don't let his size fool you. He's very quick, very courageous player, not afraid to take players on. And he's been one of the, the difference, that Ceres has been giving Pasargad this defense on their heels in the second half.
Nagulat nga tayo na pinalitan niya si Panhay, pero he's looked very lively, like you've said. Once he was introduced in the game, kanina niya pang pinapahirapan yung right side ng depensa ng Pasargad.
And that's very, very crucial because that right side is where Angelo Marasigan raids forward. Doon siya nakaposisyon.
Header out. Pero papalik ang bola diretso dito sa Ceres. They do have a player down. Perhaps the ball will be kicked out now. It's number 31. Jung-wook Kim. He's holding his chest. Like he might have taken a shot. Kim. Not in the mood for...
Ayaw nang lumabas.
Not in the mood to be shaking anybody's hand. Upset with Fernandez.
Hindi na naglabas ng stretcher ng medical team, kaya hindi napilitan to si Jungkook na lumabas. But
Padilla really hasn't been tested in the manner we thought he would be in this game.
But very crucial yung mistake ni Padilla earlier when he wasn't able to deal with that cross. That really spelled the difference between these two teams, no? Because that soon, we like the way Byung Jung-yeon finished that one, but that chance was created all because of that mistake of Padilla. But again, little pressure on the cross earlier on that one, but no excuse. Ceres is on top here.
Just one goal in it. That's going to be enough to get that trophy. Paul Concepcion on his heels when he tried to make that pass. Dito ng referee. It's going to go in favor of Ceres. Scoreline not the friend of Pasargad, and neither is the time. It's getting chippy out there. A lot of the players getting frustrated. Loya and Reza getting involved.
Loya, hindi natin siya nakikita on attack, but really discovering up the spaces there inside that penalty box, that midfield.
Promise going down under the challenge. No whistle called.
Forceful challenge that time from Amir Kuzan.
I certainly don't envy the player that has to feel the brunt of his challenge.
He went hard there on Byung. He is aware of the threat of Byung. That's why, chinek na, no? He doesn't give him a lot of room to operate.
Gets ahead to it. Well done there.
Good
space here for Yoon.
Knocked down there. Just a silly challenge there from Paul Concepcion. Didn't need to do that actually, but got tricked into committing that foul. Like Byung.
More precious seconds being wasted here. Pasargad continue to create infringement after infringement, it seems. Byung Jun-yoon. Siya yung na-foul, siya na rin ang kukuha ng free kick. Delivery was low pero tumama sa wall. Might get a second crack at this. Dispossessed in the middle. Promise. Konti lang ang umakyat para sumuporta ng atake nito. Slowly they're making their way up now. Reza.
Some urgency in the play of Pasargad now. They're probing.
Concepcion hasn't found too much success on that left side.
Well, he's run out of ideas there. Dun sa area na yun. He's given the ball away several times.
Skill to find some space. Ceres on the counter. Ariola giving chase. Makahanap siya ng kakampi. Here is Bagyoro. Eventually naka-recover din ang Pasargad. Bagyoro, look at him. Such a handful.
And no foul. But Bagyoro working hard that time for his team. Is proving to be a menace para dun sa depensa ng Pasargad, but Eto, naka-recover na naman ang Pasargad and they have this chance here.
Ceres just controlling now. That's what they need to do. Ball forward, hinahanap si Ariola.
And you see that even though Ariola is isolated up front, he still keeps that backline busy.
Coming together there inside the penalty box. No whistle blown as Promise got into a dangerous area.
Promise is losing his balance there. Jason Cordova, crucial header out.
Relieving the pressure mula sa backline ng Ceres. They can take their time here now.
Wow, what a way for Ceres to play the second half. They played it the way they had designed it.
Yun, in acres of space on that right side, Bagyoro. Makahanap pa siya ng spasyo para tumira. Nasaran siya ni Amir Kiz and Reza.
Crowded out itong si Bagyoro.
Pasargad have to make this attack count. They're not going to have too many more opportunities. Ball forward is a bit of a wasteful one, easily cleared by Cordova. Yaogo. That's cleared out of touch. Reza. Pasa niya. It's cut out. Ture dropping deep to collect the ball. Isang minuto na lang ang natitira. Ceres just need to hold on and they will be the champions of the Philippines.
Pasargad not giving up to the very end.
Sila nga may hawak ng possession ang mas matagal ngayon. This could be a crucial moment. Launched into the box. It was quite aimless there. Konti lang din ang umakyat. Quite surprisingly.
A very composed on goal para sa Ceres. Hasn't really much to do dito sa laban na to. Because that back line has been solid as it has been throughout the tournament.
We're now into added time. 3 minuto ang idadagdag. The final 3 minutes. Could it be? Ang score dito ang Pasargad. Papasok pa tayo sa extra time. And who knows what could happen there. But as it stands, Ceres will be walking away with this trophy. Claxton cleaning up. Marasigan involved. Could be offside here. Yes, he is.
Marasigan just adding a little bit of quality dun sa final third para sa Pasargad. And sometimes you have to wonder why is he deployed in the back line in the first place when he has just so much to offer going forward para sa Pasargad.
Certainly look a rare bright spot going forward. PSG have found it very difficult to navigate such an organized defense. That player has been massive para sa Ceres. Scored the goal and has always looked a constant threat itong si Yun.
He runs off the ball really well. He's a very smart player, as you see Byung-Jong Yun. And really, last season, we tend to forget that he played for Stallion in the league and was actually very, very instrumental to that very, very good start ng Stallion. Eventually had to go back to Korea, and Stallion released him and nakahanap siya ng home dito sa Ceres. And he's now playing for, will now play for the varsity team of the University of St. Lasal.
Funny how things work out for you.
Oo.
He's just a minute away from getting the title for the biggest and most prestigious club football tournament sa ating bansa. What a key role he's played in this victory.
Well, all those, long flights, not really long, but the frequency of those flights from Bacolod to Manila, Manila to Bacolod every week in the past 4 weeks para sa Ceres. Could be all worth it in when they get their hands on that trophy. Pero, final attack of the game perhaps para sa Pasargad.
Last chance galore. Hamed with the delivery. Bounces out. Shot from distance. Took a deflection. Pero goal kick ang ibibigay. This could be it. Ceres on the cusp. Sipa na ba ito mula kay Jae-Hyun.
Ceres, whatever happens here, they've proven their worth in this tournament.
Ayan ang pito na ating referee. Ceres ang kampiyon ng Pilipinas. They've gone through all the tough teams
And bringing the type of football that they play in that province and showing us, there's a team down south that's a giant among giants here in Manila. And for one night, pwede natin sabihin that this team owned Rizal Memorial.
Grabe, ang performance na pinakita ng Ceres dito. And now, interesting ang situation natin in the coming months. As the UFL season looms, all these teams will have a monkey on their back. Alam nila na when the time came, when they faced Ceres,
Team dito sa Smart Club Championship and, walking away with this title, makes it all worth it, makes all those long flights worth it, all the travel, and pinagdaanan talaga nila dito para maabot yung kampyonato dito sa Smart Club Championship. Well, we have a very deserving champion in Ceres.
natapos na ang ating laban. Nagtatapos siya Ceres 1, Pasargad 0. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Dito sa Active, we'll be back with the awarding ceremonies. Dito lang kayo sa Active. So tapos na po ang PFF Smart National Club Championships at Ceres ang nagtagumpay. It was a spectacular final, Sidel.
A spectacular final. And not only that, this final just a fitting climax to what has been a very exhilarating tournament. We've seen upsets, and the Giant Killers turned out to be the Giants after all.
So without further ado, ay magsisimula ng awarding ceremonies. So we're gonna turn you over now to the center stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful tournament has finally ended. Let us cheers PFF Smart National Club Championships. Attorney Edwin Gastanes, PFF General Secretary, Congressman Monico Pante. The Golden Glove for the best goalkeeper of the PFF Smart National Club Championships goes to number 1 of Ceres FC, Jae-Hyun.
Jae-Hyun, not too many surprises there.
Deserving winner of the Golden Glove. 3 clean sheets in the knockout stage. And impressive against Stallion, Global, and in this final.
Our best defender, again from Ceres, number 4, Kyun Hyung Park.
The Koreans keep racking them up.
Wow. And look at this. The teenager bags the Best Defender award, but he's been pretty solid in this tournament. He's formed a very, very strong partnership with Danny Claxton, and that's the reason why Ceres is there in claiming the trophy in a bit.
Study group. And now, as best midfielder, again from Ceres, number 11, Joshua Beloya.
Any surprises here, Sadelf?
Not at all. Statement from Joshua Beloya. Strong statement. His versatility. As a striker, he thrived here and struggled at times. But as a midfielder, he was top class dito sa tournament na to. Consistency even until the final.
Now our MVP from Ceres FC, number 14, Jung Jun Yoon. Here is your most valuable player.
It's that man, of course. Pinag-usapan natin siya sa ating laban. He was so instrumental in this win, and he got that very crucial goal.
Well, against Stallion starting out, he delivered the assist for that winning goal. In the second match, he missed that match because of a kind of silly red card. Pero when he came back against Kaya, the weapon, the attack of Ceres was just on song because of him. And in the final, scoring the winner. How fitting. And
4 na goals para sa kanya.
Chiefy Caligdong, he's really meshed well so early into his career with Green Archers United. And it seems like he rediscovered his scoring touch at the club level.
And now, let's go. Let's have a photo op, quick photo op. And now let's go on to the team awards. First off, for third runner-up, the third runner-up award.
Winding up in 4th spot, itong
Green
Green Archers.
Green Archers, they've fallen short again here. Still a learning process for this team, but for sure, come the UFL League, they're expected to contend this time.
Kaya FC of the NCRFA.
Many key players, especially that back line, different look altogether, but Kaya able to survive and beat Meralco on its way to the semis. But and also doing the job in a third place game, which is really difficult to find the motivation to win third place. Pero nakuha nga ng Kaya.
Of course, Kaya gearing up para sa UFL season. Napakaraming mga bagong muka tayong nakikita ngayon. And that'll be interesting to see how they mesh and how they grow as a team moving forward.
And Kaya, key acquisition, Chris Greatwich.
Pasargad FC of the NCRFA.
It's just sad na wala nga sila, hindi sila kompleto in that final. But really for Pasargad, they have overachieved in this tournament. Ang dami na nilang napatunayan dito sa tournament na to, because they've beaten so many tough teams, Army, General Trias, and of course, etong Green Archers United. A very, very promising sign going into the league.
Ngayon, ang tanong para sa Pasargad, handa na ba sila na ma-break yung top 4 na yan?
Well, as early as now, nakita mo in that signs of life and signs of na nag-level up na nga yung Pasargad in this tournament, and this is the clearest indication na they're ready to break that hierarchy dun sa taas ng United Football League.
They played short-handed in this game. Wala ang mga key players nila na goalkeeper na si Reza, their rock in defense na si Taher, pero 1 goal lang ang pagkatalo sa kanila.
And it boiled down to a mistake para sa more than anything, because really they pushed Ceres really hard. They made it difficult for them to break them down, and it took a mistake really para makalusot itong Ceres. But Pasargad, they can leave this pitch with their heads held high, because they've done a tremendous job here sa tournament na to.
And now, before we mention the champions, we would like to give a special team award.
Mababait, ang pinakamabait na team sa tournament. Etong award. Dati nung siguro mga bata, nung mga sa kids division, yan, tuwan-tuwa yan. Fair Play Award, yes. But obviously it's not the title that
our Fair Play Award winners.
Green Archers wants to win. They want to win the whole thing, but
and they're also now here
they're
to
getting a
receive
trophy
their individual
here.
medals.
But look at this team. This is going to be a force. Those two players beside PFF President Nonong Araneta, Tating Pasilan and Chiefy Caligdong, they will be a handful para sa mga defenders dito sa United Football League.
Now it's time to crown the champions of the 2012-2013 PFF Smart National Club Championships from the Negros Occidental FA, Ceres FC!
There are your champions, Ceres. They've gone through everybody, it seems, to get to this point, and we don't have a particular club that is more deserving than Ceres.
Absolutely. Cinderella ang tawag dito, and you know, Cinderella ends up triumphant. Fairy tale ending for Ceres. You know, sabi nila they were given a little chance at the start of the tournament, but
ladies and gentlemen, once more a big hand to your PFF Smart National Club champions.
They rode their luck for quite some time, no, especially against Global, against Stallion. But when they needed that extra bit of quality against the teams they are expected to beat, no, they were able to pull that through. And no question, we have a deserving champion. And no, this wouldn't have happened kung hindi malakas ang suporta ng management ng team na to. This is a very, very well-funded and supported team, no, of Ceres.
And what a way that they have done it. It wasn't flashy, it was extremely efficient, and on the back of some very young players.
And showing maturity beyond their years. Itong mga players na Ceres, amazing, because you know, you would want to highlight every aspect of their game na naiangat mo, na that really spelled the difference. But you know, it came in different bunches, because in the first two matches there was the back line shining through. In the semifinals, it was the attack and the quality going forward that was on full display. And in the final, no, a little bit of everything ang nakita natin from Ceres, and they are your deserving champions. May dedication.
And one of the great things about Ceres and their story leading up to this victory is yung team spirit na pinakita nila throughout. You could tell that this group is a very close-knit team.
Oh, and you know, etong mga some of the foreigners in this team arrived only this month, and you know, it's amazing how they were able to be as cohesive, as organized, and as disciplined, and as a team that fights for each other. Etong Ceres, and that cup is theirs, and they deserve that cup.
Champions of the Philippines, Ceres mula sa Negros Occidental, napakalaking panalo, not only for this team, but for that entire region.
Well, you know, hindi natin makikita, no, but that province is bustling with football activity. No, every weekend may laro dun. And these players from Ceres, they actually play in a tournament there. No, inter-club lang. But, you know, it keeps them in shape and keeps them sharp. That's why when they pull together the team, no, malakas na. And no, that's the reason why, one of the reasons why na nandito nga sila ngayon. No, they're the champions of the Philippines.
How do you feel, Sadel? Personally, alam ko naman. Now, of course, you know, we work for Active, we broadcast United Football League games, but being as a man from Bacolod, how does it feel that Ceres has represented?
It gives a sense of validation of what Negros Occidental and its football. You know, validation, actually, you know, because you know, we all know that Barotac is synonymous to football, you know, in the Philippines. But you know, lo and behold, there's something going on in Bacolod. You know, they produce quality players, and right now there is something tangible. And not only that, we're traditional favorites ng Negros Occidental, but they're able to validate and prove their worth here.
There are the celebrations. Fun times para sa Ceres.
Congratulations to all the teams that participated.
Always, no, nandun lagi yung aksyon dito on the pitch, off the pitch, and you know, a very fun tournament to cover itong Smart Club Championship, because it gathered all the best teams in the country. And although a non-UFL team ang nanalo, no, it still was exciting, equally exciting, and you gotta be happy for Ceres for what they have done here in the Smart Club Championship.
Congratulations to Ceres, and thank you so much for watching the Smart National Club Championships dito sa Active. Para kay Sudelf Tupas and the rest of the Active team, ako po si Jingham lang. Magkita-kita tayo for the United Football League on Tuesday.